What is going on, fellas? We are back at it again. Okay, this is Keefvape here. This is what I go by in the DFS industry. Now, um, keep in mind, guys, these. I promised that in my previous video that I would make this video now, but I do understand. We're weeks past week 9. Obviously, we're 5 weeks after that. So this is actually when I started playing the $9 slant as a max multi-entry. Full making 150 lineups and again, playing, single entries or things of that nature, or just one lineup in a milli maker has never really been profitable for me. It's always been losing, losing, losing. Therefore, uh, this is the tournament that I've had success in, mass multi entering, and this is the only thing that I do come every Sunday. This is the only tournament that I play. I enter 150 lineups. It costs me 13.50. It's a this is the tournament that I'm playing. So I'm gonna show you guys my two lineups that finished in the top 10. So stay tuned and let's take a look at these lineups. Alrighty. Okay, so here we are. We got my fifth place lineup here. This particular tournament had about 66,000 entries in it. Now, this week had me. I was like so nervous this week, guys. Like, because if you look at my lineup and if you recall this week 9 of the NFL slate, um, Drew Lock in this lineup didn't do anything until the fourth quarter. Okay, like had absolutely a dud until the fourth quarter. But if you take a look at this lineup here, so we went ahead in this particular lineup with a stack with Drew Lock and Jared Judy. Now, this I played Drew Lock because again they were going against the Falcons. He was low owned, and my theory behind it was, I was hoping for that leverage play because of his weapons were also low owned. And you can see over there with a bring back of Julio Jones, which is a double which is a stack and a bring back on this particular lineup. Now, the main reason I went with Drew Lock was actually a pricing play, because Christian McCaffrey was coming back from injury and he was not owned at all. Like you guys can see, he was only 5% owned. Like, could you imagine Christian McCaffrey coming in at 5% ownership, guys? Like, it was like I stacked up on Christian McCaffrey on this particular slate, and I was able to fit both Christian McCaffrey and Dalvin Cook into my core, in my lineup on this particular lineup. And we had Terry McLaurin against the Giants, which was also who was also low owned. Giants. And keep in mind, guys, I'm making this video now, so my memory isn't the same on it. But if you guys can see, Terry McLaurin is a bring back on this lineup. Then we had John Brown in the high-scoring affair, highest total of the week against Seattle. This was when Seattle's defense was giving up pretty much like 40 points a game. Basically, you guys can see the correlation there. We had a John Brown with a Disley bring back. Disley was only like 2,500. He was the flat min, so he didn't play much of a role in this particular lineup. But with Disley in play in my lineup, I was able to get two studs into this fifth finish place lineup. And then Vikings defense against the lonely Detroit Lions. Now, my 10th place lineup on this particular tournament, I thought actually had the most potential to win a lot of money, um, because I had Chase Claypool in the final time of the slate. So I was sweating that entirely during the Cowboys Steelers game. So my theory behind, again, was the same here, but you guys can see what I did differently here. I had Drew Lock with a double stack on this lineup. You guys remember, like, Jared Judy was only like 4.9K, and KJ Hamler was the flat min. He was $3,000 or $3,000 as a wide receiver. This is a double stack with the bring back of Julio Jones once again. Okay, and then you guys can see I was able to put the two stud running backs in this particular lineup again. Actually, we did a full-on game stack on this particular lineup, guys. If you guys see over there, Hayden Hurst was also in this lineup. So we had a full Denver, Atlanta game stack in this particular lineup. And, you know, it's so true, guys. I always talk about how important stacking is in daily fantasy, and anytime I've hit big in tournaments, was always a stack. Okay, now coming down this particular lineup, we had Chase Claypool. Why did I choose Chase Claypool? Because actually, I was I was really close to betting on Cowboys money line that week. I really had because the Steelers always play down to their opponents, so I figured that they would be playing behind in this game, and they really wore Roethlisberger through like 40 something times, because like I said, Pittsburgh loves to play down to their opponents, which led me on to Chase Claypool, you know, kind of playing from behind. He's going to get a lot of volumes. He gets a lot of red zone targets, and he was really low owned. So we went with Chase Claypool in the flex. And then we had Giants defense against the lonely Washington football team, who gave us some leverage as a defensive play at a low price point. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This video I should have done weeks ago, but I wanted to share my results with you guys, just so you know I'm not, you know, I know what I'm doing. I'd love to, you know, I'm trying to expand my network in the DFS industry. I hope people can recognize me, see me a little bit. I'm on the come up. Like I said, I've only been playing DFS since week 9. Now, week 9, actually, I've been playing DFS way before that, but week 9 was when I started doing mass multi-entry. Now, from week 9 to week 13, which I just shared results of, I lost 300, 400, and like maximum I lost on a given week was like 400, but I haven't had any further success beyond that. It was just a couple of weeks of losing streaks, but then again, it was all great learning curves, learning measures, and I tightened up my game and hit big on week 13, and I look forward to doing it again in week 14. So if you guys want to discuss some plays, reach out to my Twitter, send me a DM or message me in the comments here, and let's talk about it and let's win together, guys. I love to strategize with the people in the DFS community, and I want to, like I said, I want to put my name out there. I want to get better in the community. I want to get better at this. Now, I'm a really busy person. I actually own a business as well. I own a fabrication countertop kitchen cabinet business, and I do DFS at night. So business owner during the day, DFS at night. Follow me on Twitter, guys, at Keefvape. Thank you, and take care.